The Nigerian establishment has a tough task in its effort to turn around Nigeria's corruption supertanker. It may want to hold forth the indictment of a few public servants, publicize the anti-corruption rhetorics of government officials and anti-corruption agencies, and the condemnation of corruption by vote-seeking politicians. But those in whose hands Nigeria's future depends, the Nigerian children, find these moves as empty grandstanding or an unfortunate contradiction. Empty grandstanding and unfortunate contradiction because the moves only oversight a Nigerian society whose fabric is being loosened and penetrated by corruption even now.
The new governor of Taraba State shut down a secondary school because the school was dilapidated, as those in charge refused to use the money for its renovation.
Maybe throwing up the shame and destruction caused by corruption in Nigeria is not enough. And so the children add admonishment to it.
A politician, avoid corruption. Are you a teacher? Avoid corruption. EFCC is watching you. EFCC is watching you. Corruption, Tori. Say no to corruption. Say no to corruption. Corruption is evil.
But Nigerian children make a mockery of the establishment, including the professionals, academic and socialites, and show them as a pack of pretenders whose show seriousness to tackle corruption produces an expected end, chaos and confusion.
Calm down, calm down, calm down, calm down. You shall continue next time.
What can Nigerian children do in this circumstance? They resort to acknowledging the dire straits into which corruption has put Nigeria, but hang their hope on faith in God.
Now fuel subsidy is removed, everything done they had, plus corruption, plus inflation, person want japa, but we should stay and we should fight because our country needs us. We should call on Jesus and we will be saved.
The lamentation, mockery and heated debate of Nigerian children drawn from Government Junior Secondary School Mpape, Belanadia College Mpape, and Baptist High School Kubwa, all in the Nigerian capital Abuja, was the forceful message the children delivered at the launch of Season 4 of one of Nigeria's foremost anti-corruption television programs, Corruption Tori, on Thursday. Corruption Tori, a pidgin English program translated into Hausa, Igbo, and Yoruba, and broadcast on the network service of Africa Independent Television AIT and 7 partner NTA stations around Nigeria, is produced by Signature Communications Limited and supported by MacArthur Foundation. The theme of Season 4 is Make You No Tire for the Fight Against Corruption. We go win 'em. A member of Nigeria's House of Representatives, Dennis Agbo, who unveiled the Season 4 plaque with other special guests, acknowledged that corruption remains a national challenge to Nigeria.
It is now my honor and privilege to unveil the Season 4 of Corruption Tori as presented to Nigeria for our good and collective future by Signature Television and as supported by MacArthur Foundation. Ladies and gentlemen, may we unveil the 4th season of Corruption Tori. So he said Corruption Tori, corruption in your language, Season 4. No tire for fight against corruption. We go win 'em. No tire for the fight against corruption. We go win 'em. I want us to know about corruption is that corruption destroys our future. Corruption destroys society. Corruption dey spoil matter. Corruption dey make am say where we dey live things no dey waka well.
There is enough framework for corruption that to fight the war on corruption. It is the will. It is the will to enforce those laws. The laws are there. And wherever the laws need to be amended, we are there as parliament to amend the laws. But let that also be the will. If they catch your friend stealing, allow him to go to jail. Don't intervene, don't interfere, don't block the way. Let there be consequence for corruption. Somebody has engaged in adulterated drugs. Let the person go. There are sentences in NAFDAC law for adulteration of food, drugs, and beverages. So let the person go and suffer for it.
Agbo's hope that Nigeria will overcome the challenge resonated with retired AIG Dr. Charles Ugomo, who called on security agencies to clean their houses because corruption in the delivery of security has more telling consequences for the nation.
Corruption issue has eaten deep into the fabrics of Nigerian society. Nothing works again. And in security anyway, corruption issues are also very, very obvious. I wouldn't deny that fact. And so I'm calling on the security agencies to leverage on what this Signature TV is doing to turn a new leaf and eschew corruption in all fabrics of the security agencies, because the life of the Nigerian populace depend on the activity of the security agencies. Like they have debated our kids here, when so many trillions are voted for security, and yet insecurity, pervades everywhere. So we are calling on security agencies, which I'm part of anyway, and the government to have a solution to some of these things.
The principal of Government Junior Secondary School Mpape, hosts of the event, Mrs. Ngozi Onugo, commended Signature Communications Limited not just for the launch and creating a theme that gives hope, but for devoting time and resources to seek to heal the nation of a major ailment.
Corruption, as we all know, is a cankerworm that has eaten deeply into the fabrics of our society. Corruption has been the root of the cause of all evil, such as unemployment, insecurity, underdevelopment, and other social vices in our economy. Therefore, I use this medium to implore you, my tender students, and all those present in this epoch-making event to shun corruption. Let's join hands with Corruption Tori and other anti-corruption agencies to fight this monster called corruption.
The Chief Executive Officer of Signature Communications Limited, producers of Corruption Tori, Vin Martin Obiora-Ilo, said that the theme of each season of Corruption Tori has been designed to recruit more soldiers to the fight against corruption. Mr. Ilo said for the future of Nigeria to be rid of corruption, children have to take ownership of the fight in order to guarantee their future.
Corruption Tori is a strategic engagement with the ordinary people. It is a program we created, not targeted at professors, not targeted at big men, but targeted at the ordinary people, those that cannot speak good English. Targeted at children like the students we have here today, who have been serially ignored when we tell the story of anti-corruption. As I speak, we have 20 anti corruption clubs across the country. The idea is to catch them young. Let the children have a buy-in in this anti-corruption. Also, in the last couple of years, we started an essay competition for secondary schools. Why did we do that? For these children to be a part of this war. And if you ask my Oga here, who leads our team that organizes the essay competition, when you read what these children write about, we as adults will be ashamed of ourselves. Because you see that these children are worried, very concerned about what is happening in society today. And they look up to us as adults, that we must do something. But at Corruption Tori, we have not just done something, we are bringing the war back to them because they are the future of our nation. And that is why they are with us.
The launch of Corruption Tori Season 4, a program supported by MacArthur Foundation, attracted anti-corruption agencies like ICPC, education agencies, politicians, and the media.